Good morning, everybody. Right, back out on the Pike today. I haven't fished this lake for a couple of months. They've been doing a lot of maintenance work on here, doing some netting and some restocking, and obviously they've been stocking it with bigger carp because a lot of the older fish have unfortunately died off now. They've been here in a long time, so they restocked it with some nice carp actually. Several of them have come out already. Yeah, quite pretty fish, some of them. Sort of like £20 plus. Right, anyway, we're not after carp today, we're after pike as normal. As you can see, it's quite a wet, miserable day really. We've had all this snow go through, but down here in southern England, it's very rare we ever get any snow down here. That settles anyway, and it just normally turns into rain, as you can see. Yeah, so, right, bait-wise today, I've got the normal mackerel baits. Obviously we've caught fish on here with these before, so I'm quite confident for using them. So what I'm going to do is just normal, cut them in half sections, and on a single hook. Now what I've got today, pollen, never ever heard of them, never used them before, so I'm going to give those a go today. Look like some sort of like, quite bloody, and see that there better in the light there. And so probably what I do with these is chop them in half anyway. So I take it to some sort of herring by the looks of it, the shape of them. Yeah, so we'll give them a go as well today. And I've got, what else have I got? Oh, I've got some herons as well I managed to pick up in the tackle shop. So they had a bit of a mixture in there today, so I thought, right, we'll try some different baits. But obviously we're going to use our mackerel as normal because we know it works here. Right, just step out there a little bit. Trying to get any raindrops on the lens. Yeah, normal sort of float gear really. This is always set up all the time in my rods anyway, so it's just a matter of putting a hook length on there. So what I've done, I've made up some new single hooks. See that in right there. Barbless obviously, seem to do the job. And same setup on this one really, but I've got a bit more weight on this one because when I fished that real deep lake last time, it was drifting around too much, so I put a couple of drill bullets on there, I suppose you call them, weights, but they're all right for here anyway. I've plummeted it all up, and hopefully we can pick up a pike or two. So I'm just waiting for, giving it another 10 minutes for this bait to thaw out before I sort of like cast out. Yeah, been looking forward to getting back down here really. It's been a bit of a wait, so it's been a good couple of months before since I was down here last anyway. But I think we fished this swim last time. Might have been the other one on the other side, I can't remember now, but we did have a nice pike out of here, which was £11.4. So hopefully we'll get one or two out of here today. Yeah, been looking forward to it. The weather's a bit on and off, it's sort of like showers coming through, but obviously we've got our bivvy set up, so we're going to stay dry and everything's inside. Right, okay, so let's give it another 10 minutes for those baits to thaw out, and we'll get them out there so we can get lucky. Right, okay. Can I just say a big thank you to all the new subscribers? I think I'm up to 956 now, so thank you very much. Appreciate that. If you haven't done it already, hit the old subscribe button, because I've noticed when you look on the YouTube app that I've got, there's been a lot of people watching the videos and not subscribers. There was like 80% that were unsubscribed. Come on guys, hit the old subscribe button so get up to 1,000. That's what I'm after. So hopefully in the next month or two we'll get to 1,000. That's our target. Right, okay, right, so another 10 minutes for the bait to thaw out, then we'll get the baits out there and see if we can get a pike or two. Looking forward to it already. Right, okay guys, right, let's get ready and hopefully we get a pike or two. Right, okay. Right guys, all baited up, ready to go. Right, let's get out before we get another shower. Right, now on this one I've got the pollen. Hopefully you can see that. Single hook again, little pop up on there as well. Just lift it out of the weed. And on the other one I've got the mackerel set up. Let's grab that one. Same sort of setup really, but obviously just a mackerel tail section, a pop up and a single hook. Right, let's get this one out first. And hopefully we'll get a pike or two today. Normal sort of thing really. Start about 20 yards out and then just work my way out through the swim. Let's get this one over here a bit. It's pretty well the same depth all around this lake. Yeah, it'll be interesting if we get anything on this pollen. Never heard of the fish, so it looks really bloody and oily. So I'll take it. There'll be plenty of scent coming out of it. Right, that's that one set up. Leave a little bit of slack on that. Put the bait runner on. Right, cool. That's that one. Right, let's get the mackerel one out to the left hand side. Good old favourite mackerel. Right, roughly same sort of distance, I reckon. Just block it way out through the swim. There it goes. Lovely. That's exactly the same spot pretty much where we had that 11 pound 4 last time I fished this swim. That was a nice pike, a massive great head on it, but it was only 11 pound 4. They had like a head on it for about a 20 pounder, I reckon. Right, there we go then. Slack on that. Bait runner on. All ready to go. Yeah, I've invested in this new pod system as well, because a lot of the swims I fish are quite compact. You've got a job to get the rod rests in. So I got this off of Marketplace on Facebook. Local guy to me was selling all his carp gear, and he's selling this off. So I thought, ideal. It's like brand new. He really looked after it. It's like brand new kit. So perfect for this. Because when we fished that big lake last time, I couldn't get the bank sticks in. If you remember, last time I had my bag and the rod's resting across the top. But definitely makes life a lot easier. Right, okay. And also I treat myself to a barrow as well to make it a lot easier to carry all the kit. I'll show you that later when it's not so wet. And because normally it took me about 3 or 4 trips in the car park to this swim, carrying everything, and I got a bit fed up with doing that. So you just take the whole lot in one go. I should have bought one years ago really, but there we go. We've got one now, so it makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? Right, okay then. There's 2 baits out, and just a waiting game now. See how we get on. Right, here comes the rain, and I get back underneath the bivvy again. Oh, probably makes up a cup of tea, I reckon. Right, okay guys, let's see how we get on today then. Oh, there. You can see the weather's just going to be like this all day on and off, I think. Should be good for pike fishing. Plus it don't get dark till really late now. You know, the lighter evenings are coming in now, so you've got more time to fish really, which is good. Right, okay, let's get the old kettle on and have a cup of tea and a little bit of a warm up. Right, okay guys. Ooh, nice drop of rain now guys, look at that coming down. Yeah, just those sort of showers going through. Slightly wet and windy. There you go. We're giving it a go. We're underneath our bivvy, nice and dry. Things you're not going to catch nothing sitting at home, are you? So you've got to be out here doing it. No matter what the weather is, give it a go. See how we can get on. Yeah. Come on, you pike. Bound to get one now once chucking it down the rain. But there you go, I don't mind. You want to get wet for a fish, you've got to get wet, ain't you? That's the way it goes. Brilliant. Right. Now the bait's only been out, what? Oh, blimey, not even half an hour now. Still early days. Plenty of time. Like all fishing, it's just sitting there and it's a waiting game, isn't it? You just never know. You catch a fish within the first 10 minutes, or you might catch it on the last 10 minutes of the day. You just never know, do you? Anyway, we've got the baits out. That's all we can do. See how we get on. Right, these baits have been out there a good hour now. I think what I'll do, sort of move them about a bit. Sort of every hour or so, just move them around, swim. Hopefully it might land on a pike, sitting there waiting for something to eat. You just never know, do you? Right, let's get this mackerel one. Let's get out a little bit further. I reckon now the rain stopped. Let's go for it. Ooh. Check the baits anyway, they should be alright. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Let's get it out a bit further this time. Slightly different spot. You know, there could be a pike sitting there and sees that nice bit of mackerel come floating by it. Think, hang on a minute, I'll have some of that. You never know, do you? There we go. Just a little bit further out this time. Yeah, that's a mackerel tail section. Let's stick that back in there. Bait runner on just in case. The braid's got a bit round there. That's it. It's where it's raining, it's sticking on the spool. That's better. Right, there we go. Right, let's get this the other bait on the right there. Let's move that around a bit as well. A bit of weed there. Yeah, look at that, it's all come back weed on it, can you see that? Must have been laying in a weed bed then, that's no good. That's why every now and then it pays to bring your bait in and relocate it, just in case it's laying on a lump of weed like that. Let's try that a bit more to the left here. Just trying to remember what it's like here at the end of the summer, really. So I know pretty well out straight out in front of me here there's a hole in the weed. So obviously that's where you need it, really. Right, I brought that to the left a bit more from where it was just a second ago, so pretty sure sort of out on this part here it's a bit more of an opening between the weed. Right, let's try that. So you got a pop-up on there as well, but obviously, you know, if the weed's that deep, the lead's gone down through, that bait's not going to be floating above it. There are some big weed beds in here. Right, there we go. See what happens to that then. It's all set up, ready to go again. Yeah, there's a couple of guys carp fishing here. There's one over there to the right, another guy to the left. But never really seen anybody else pike fishing here, to be honest with you. There's some nice pike in there, you know, but most of these guys are just interested in carp fishing, aren't they? That's all. Very rarely I ever see anybody else down here pike fishing. Right, there we go then, guys. Right, let's back out and a couple of new locations out there. Let's see how we get on with that. Let's get back under here again out there. Oh, that weather. Oh. Right. Oh. That right hand float seems to be quite high. I wonder if that's still sitting on the weed bed there. Yeah. sure it was a bit lower than that just a minute ago. Oh, hang on, so I'm not happy with that. Let's go bring that back in and have another look at that. I want that high just a minute ago. I may be wrong, but if you're not happy with something, let's try that again. Just do that. Get it out a bit further, I think. Oh, that's better. See what happens to it this time. Well, that's a little bit better, I think. Right. Sink that line a little bit. Not dragging it around too much. I've got it a little bit over depth anyway, so it's probably about right, I would have thought. Right, anyway, got it a little bit further this time. Bait rudder on. Okay. The wind's picking up a bit. Probably another shower just about to come through, I reckon. Right. Off we go again then. Okie dokie. Ugh. Come on, you pike. Just a little close up of my gear I'm using. Little Shimano reels there, bait runners. Had those for years. And I got £40 braid on there, on that one. And the other one I just got, I think it's £18 Fox 9. Yeah, 18 I think it is. Yeah, Fox line on that one. Fox rods, Predators. Yeah, nice rods there. Certainly do the job. Yeah, well pleased with them. I think this is the first swim I ever used them in, actually. I can't remember if I caught a pike on them that first time round or not. I can't remember now. Yeah, this is a pod I bought. Yeah, nice little thing. It's like brand new. The guy's sort of like upgrading all his gear, and he had a marketplace on Facebook, local one to me. He's literally 10 minutes up the road, so yeah, nice one. So he looked after his kit, I must admit. Nice investment, easy to put together, even for me. Yeah, nice one. Little floats are quiet at the minute. Well, we've only been here a couple of hours anyway, so we've got a bit more time to go yet, really. Oh, I'll show you my new barrow as well. I bought my little camp, normal setup, everything in the normal places, so you know where everything is. Let's go around this way. Yeah, there's a little barrow I bought. Certainly saves a lot of hard work, backwards and forwards all the time. Yeah, Fox one. Yeah, nice bit of kit really. Should have bought one years ago really, but I don't know. Yeah, normal thing. I was going to take all this apart, all folds down, fits in the car. All I had to do really when I put it in the car first time was take these arms off, folded everything down, and it just sat in the back of the car, so didn't have to break it down completely, which is good. So it just saves a lot of hard work, doesn't it, walking about backwards and forwards all the time. Yeah, well pleased with it. All I had to do really is pump the tyre up, a bit more air and that, and just basically put it all back all together. And it took 10 minutes. Yeah, well pleased with that. Certainly does the job. Well, you guys know it all folds down like that. Take the arms off, pull out this piece here, and all that folds underneath. Obviously that comes in and out, and the whole thing lays flat in the back of your car. Perfect, really. Yeah, very good. He does the job. Yeah, well pleased with it. Now it's christened now. A bit of mud on it, a bit of rain. Yeah, see how it gets on. Should last a few years, I reckon. All well made, aren't they? Yeah, nice one. Yeah, it's our view from up here. Yeah, so you got Just recasted them out. They've only been out there, what, 15-20 minutes in the new spot. It's just a waiting game, isn't it? See how you get on, really. Because you just never know when those floats are going to go, do you? That's what I like about it, you know, sitting the next thing that floats, that little twitch on it, and gets the old heart going, doesn't it? Adrenaline. That's what it's all about, isn't it, really? Yeah, I love it. But oh well, let's see. They're out there. That's all we can do, really. Hopefully we'll get lucky. It doesn't get dark now till about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening, so plenty of time yet. Well, we've got about another 6 hours of fishing to go yet, so which is good. Hopefully, I keep saying it, we're going to get one. There we go. Right, okay. Just a quick look at the new bits and bobs I bought. Make life a little bit easier. Right, just bought that tail section in. It's been out a little while. It got a bit washed out, I think. So what I've done now, I put on the head section of that mackerel. Loads of juice in there. Look at that blood. That's what you want. And also, last time I was here, I caught that nice pike on the head section as well. Right, let's get this back out there. Plenty of blood coming out of that bit, so hopefully that'll do the job. Right, okay. It's the trouble with the old mackerel. It does get washed out quite quickly, that, especially the tail section. But the head section, obviously, it's got a lot more meat in it, a lot more blood, which is a lot more scent as well. There it goes. Lovely. Look, there's a nice big pike laying there. I'm going to pick that bait up. That's what we want. There we go. Lovely job. Right, there we go. Yeah, that other bait, that palin, whatever it's called. I might give that a little bit longer. That's quite oily. You know, it might last a bit longer scent wise. So I'll leave that out for probably another 45-50 minutes, something like that, I reckon. And I'll probably bring that in and put the head section of that on. So that's quite chunky. Plenty of meat on it. Oh. Look at that, look. It's all hollow in there. Also, we'll pull the tail section out. I must have pulled all the guts out with it as well. Look, you see that? I don't think you'll be able to pick that up on the camera or not. But yeah, it's quite a meaty bit, that part. Obviously some sort of heron of some sort. But yeah, we'll give that a go in a minute. And the other one. So I'll leave that out a little bit longer for now, then we'll chuck that head section on. Yeah, oh well, something different. I've got some herons in there as well, but I think we just stick to these baits for today. Next time I come down, maybe try a heron or something. Right, okay. Right, okay, it's back out there. Come on, you pike, what's going on? Just never know, dear. Just never know. Right. Well, the things you see when you're looking about, and I just looked over here in the tree. You won't be able to see it from here, but I'll walk you over to it. I thought, hello, what's that there? It looks a bit strange. I'll walk over here. You see that? A pike plug, look. Stuck in a tree there. There. Amazing, isn't it? I looked from over there. I thought, hello, what's that? Something just standing out for me. Oh, nice little find. Put some new trebles on there and it'll be good to go, I reckon. Nice one. Stuck in my finger now. Yeah, there you go. Right, that. Oh well, a little bonus. So I put some new trebles on there. Ready to go, isn't it? Yeah, it's all right. Give it a little bit of a clean. Got our new trebles. Off we go. Bonus. Right, guys. Just bought that. Pulling headed. Yeah, pulling in. It's pretty well washed out now as well, but my god, the head section. You'll see that. Look at that. The juice is coming out of there. Dripping with it. Look at that. Plenty of scent in that one. Right, let's get that back out there. Loads of scent. Juice is coming out of that. And when I pulled it in as well, pulled up a lump of weed to come up. So obviously it must be sitting on another weed bed. So you just can't see where the weed beds are now. Right, let's get that out in the middle a bit. Away from there. A bit further out this time. There's loads of juice coming out of that head section. It's got to attract a pike surely. All pulling. Look like I had some roe in it as well. So that's going to be a bit more scent, isn't it, in the water. Right, so we've got two nice fresh baits out there now. Head sections. Lots of juice coming out of them. That's what we want. More scent in the water. So that one's a little bit further out, straight out in front of me now, that one. Right. I'll sink that line a little bit. Still see it laying on the surface there. That's better. It's got it. Perfect. Yeah, I'm well pleased with these pod. Just makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? You know, a lot lower to the water as well, and obviously you can, where is it, on here, you can adjust that so it brings that up higher, and obviously the rod tips be right in the water if you want them, especially if it's quite windy. Right, good. Let's see how we get on with that then. Nice fresh baits on there now. Plenty of juice floating around out there. Hopefully attract a nice big pike. Come on, you pike. Right, just a quick update. Recasted the head one, the mackerel head back out again. Just got that a little bit further. Still pretty quiet at the minute. Weather seems to have settled down now anyway. It's not those horrible showers coming through here. It's pretty calm out there at the minute. Yeah, still pretty early. What's the time now? Time is 25 past 2. Still got a few hours to go yet, so hopefully we'll get lucky and get a pike. Yeah, I'm not going to rejoin this club this year. I just had my membership through renewal, but I've been fishing this club now, I don't know, blimey. I was a junior here back in the 1970s, so I've been fishing this club quite a few years now. So I'm going to have a bit of a change this new season coming. I've joined another club back at the end of last summer, and if you look back in my videos, is when we went live baiting for the perch. That's one of their waters, and also they got some nice stretches of the Hampshire Avon as well. So this summer, when the river season reopens again, it shuts next week anyway, I really want to catch a barbel, so I'm going to be concentrating on catching a barbel next summer down on the Hampshire Avon. So that'd be nice to catch one of them. But my son's beating me at the moment. He went to a public stretch of the River Itchen in Southampton the other day, well in the evening, and he had a nice barbel of 16 pounds 4, I think it was. So he's well made up with that. Lovely fish that was. The day before he went to the same swim, and he had a nice barbel of 16 pounds 4, I think it was. So he's well made up with that. Lovely fish that was. The day before he went to the same swim, and he had a nice barbel of 16 pounds 4, I think it was. So he's well made up with that. Lovely fish that was. Managed to net one, but it slipped through a hole in his landing net. Got out and snapped him off, and he was absolutely gutted, as you can imagine. So he rang me, he's really upset, you know, he landed it, and there was like a hole like that in the net, because the barbel's nice and slim. All it, it got its way through, got out the other side. When he tried to pull it back in, snapped him off. But fair play to him. When he went back the next evening, same swim, and caught a lovely barbel, a 16-pound 4, so he's well made up of that. Yeah. So he's beating me. Well, also, when we used to fish Hampshire Oven years ago, he beat me there as well, because he caught a baby barbel about that big. So I never heard the end of it. He's saying, "Oh, I've caught a barbel, you haven't." But no, he's well and truly beat me now with a proper one, a 16-pound 4. So yeah, nice fish. So I'm going to be concentrating on that during the summer, get down the river. And that club's got some nice stretches of River Avon, and they got some nice lakes as well, so we still go and do a bit of pike fishing. And hopefully, if you look back at my playlist, where I think it's called the Lake of Plenty, where we caught all those pike, myself, my son and his 2 friends, I've actually got my name on the waiting list to join that club. So hopefully next week, I think the deadline for old members to renew is the 15th. And the chaps told me if there's any places, then hopefully I'll be able to get onto their waters. So I'd love to get down back on that big lake again where all those pike are. And also they got some nice stretches of the Bewley River, and they have several other little lakes and ponds as well. So fingers crossed, next week I'll hear something and hopefully become a member of that club. So I just fancy a change, really. You know, as I say, I've been fishing these club waters here since the 1970s. So I just fancy a change of venues and everything, really. I know you're catching the same species of fish, but it's just nice to go somewhere else and catch something different, especially the barbel. I ain't caught one yet, so that's one of my main goals this coming summer. And also, I'd like to catch a zander and a catfish as well. And there are several lakes within an hour's drive from here where they do have zander and catfish. So hopefully I'll have a go for them in the summer as well, which would be good. So we talk about zander. If you remember where I fished the deep lake, that video, a couple of videos I've done there for the pike. Right next to that is another lake, and the EA went there the other day and netted it, and they had a zander out of there. It must have been touching at least 10 pounds. And also reported that they caught several small ones in there as well. So somebody's been there and let a load of zander go in there. So obviously they must have been in there a while if they were catching small ones as well. So obviously they've been breeding. The thing is, that is not, it's a few hundred yards that way outside of this lake, and it's right next to that big lake we fished, the real deep reservoir. So the chances are there's probably zander in there. They're in that other lake. Somebody's put them in the one we fished the other day as well, I reckon. So you never know. But anyway, so we're going to have a change of venue come this summer, and hopefully we'll be able to get a barbel, which would be nice. Get down to Hampshire Avon and see what we can get out of there. Some nice chub in there as well. So that's the goal for this year, and hopefully we'll have a good season down there. But I'm just hoping to be able to join that club where all those pike are on that big lake. That'd be really nice to get down there. It's not too far from where I live anyway, so it's only 15-20 minute drive, if that. So even better, really, so you don't have to travel too far. Right, okay, so I've just recasted the mackerel head back out again a little bit further. Just keep moving them around just to see if we can land onto a pike. Right, okay then, fingers crossed. We need to catch something. Right, pretty quiet in a minute. Just baited back up again the mackerel. Yeah, not a lot happening. What I've done, I put pretty much a whole Joey mackerel on. I've just taken the head off, so all that lovely nice blood and juice is going to come out of there. Hopefully attract a nice pike. Right, let's get this back out again. Yeah, pretty quiet, no knocks, runs or anything. Hoping it's going to pick up in the next hour or so. It's that sort of time of the afternoon now where it should. It'll quite come out to feed. Yeah, nice sized little Joey mackerel, right? Just taking the head off it really. Got some nice juices coming out of there. Right, that's that back out again. Nice fresh bait on that. Yeah, nothing on that pullum, whatever you want to call it. Nothing at all. Well, I'll bring that in anyway, I think, just to have a check on it. Any juice left in it or not? It's pretty washed out to me. Oh well. Right, we'll change that over as well, I think. Right, let's put a fresh bit of pull them on there, I think. Right, there we go. Nice fresh bit on there now. What I've done now, I've taken off that pop-up ball. Just have it without. It's quite heavy, quite a real dense fish. I don't think that pop-up's really doing anything. I don't know if you'll be able to see all that roe coming out of there. Eggs and stuff. There's plenty of juice in there. It's real meaty. So yeah, right, okay, let's get this out there now. I'm going to go with this. Might go a little bit to the right this time. Yeah, it's quite heavy, that fish. Let's go over that way a bit, I think. A bit deeper there. And the weight of that fish has pulled the float down even further. So it must just be touching bottom there, I reckon. It's quite heavy, that fish, you know. Have to go a bit deeper on that. Real dense meat. Let's go a bit deeper, I think. So I've got the pop-up on there, but it was too heavy to do anything. Right, let's try that. Right, let's try again. Yeah, the old rain keeps coming on and off all the time. Oh, that's better. Come on, Pike. There's got to be a pike here feeding somewhere, surely. Nice fresh baits out there now. What more can you do? There we go. The rain's coming back again. They did say it'd come back in again this afternoon, so they were right. Right, good. That's those back out there. Okay. Right. Still got. What's the time now? Time now is spot on 4 o'clock. So we've probably got 2.5, maybe 3 hours. A push. So it's coming up to prime time now, late afternoon, early evening. So hopefully these pike will come on the feed. Alright, there comes the rain again. It's pretty good condition. It's nice, not sunny, do you know what I mean? So it's pretty well overcast. Should be good for the pike, really. But you never know. That's what keeps drawing you back, innit? Right, okay then. So they'll be out there for a good hour now. I should see us through pretty much to the end, I would have thought, of this fishing session. Unless we catch one, then we've got to rebait up, which will be good. Right, okay, let's get the kettle on and have another cup of tea, I think. Oh, nice drop of rain now. So we're chucking it down, as you can see. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, still no luck. No, not a little bob or anything. Not even a little jack pike. We get plagued with them, but not today at the minute. Normally get the eels as well pulling it about, but not even them either. Oh well, just keep going, that's all we can do, isn't it? Can't do no more. Yeah, time's getting on a bit now as well, so it won't be long before it's dark. So I'm hoping the next hour we're going to get one. I'm getting a bit desperate now. But what can you do? We've got the baits out, we've got the right rigs. If they're not there and they're not feeding, there's no more you can do. Oh, it's been a good session though. Nice just to be out fishing again. Right, okay guys, just a quick update. Not a lot of action at the moment. Right, come on you pike. Right everybody, time's getting on a bit now. Still raining and no pike. So before the light gets too bad, I'm probably going to wrap this session up now, I reckon. Yeah, oh well, we'll give it a good go, that's all we can do, isn't it? But what more can you do? We're out here, we've got the rods out, we've got the baits out, and unfortunately the pike aren't feeding. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it another hour anyway, but I thought I'd knock it on the head on the video for now, because the weather's pretty poor and the light's going to go pretty quickly now, I would have thought. But obviously if I do catch a pike, I shall be back and tag it on the end of this video. But the way it is at the moment, it's not looking very promising. But there we go, we're giving it a go, that's all we can do. Right, okay, like I say, a big thank you to all the new subscribers. It's really appreciated, and all the thumbs up as well, excellent stuff. And if you haven't hit the old subscribe button, press that button. It's free, you don't have to pay anything, as you know. All you got to do is press it. You know, so I do quite a mixture of stuff, all different disciplines of fishing and shooting as well, so it's, you know, it's not the same thing over and over again. So yeah, hit the old subscribe button. Right, okay then, what I do, if I do catch a pike, I shall be back. If not, then you know I didn't catch anything. Right, okay guys, right, cheers for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one very soon, hopefully. Bye for now.